I'm good. Some people are coming in. Okay, I was like, this is weird. Hi, Olivia. I am Chelsea Rizzo. I haven't seen you in here. I'm happy that you're with us. Hi, Amy. Hi, Ashlee. How did the launch go?
Hey, it was pretty good. It was a mini launch. I'm gonna fully launch next Monday because I had some things come up with the kiddos. And I had to do some testing and stuff. So I put a little pause on the full launch until next week.
Oh, okay. That's no worries. I hope everything's okay with the kids.
Yeah.
But did your event, when is your event? When does it happen?
I'm gonna do the full launch on Monday.
Oh, okay. I thought you had like flyers. You're gonna do that on Monday.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, that was on Thursday at the middle school. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
so I wanted to launch, time for that, but I had the freebie up and stuff for them. It's just yeah.
And then I saw Amy, you launched. I got your journal. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. I loved it.
I just did it, right? It is what it is. I did it. It's done.
I
Moving
think it's
on.
brilliant.
Thank
Have
you
you
so
been
much.
getting emails? Have you been getting interest? Have you been getting, how's it going?
So there's like, I think 8 of them I sold, which is wonderful.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, like one person bought 4 and I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, it feels, you know, like I was stressing
That's
myself about,
amazing.
thank you. Thanks.
That's so good. So
Thank
if you
you.
guys do your when you do your launches, invite me to collaborate. So it'll remind me and then message me your links. So then like in a separate message individually outside of the group chat. So I can, when I'm collaborating, what I do with our influencers is I will ask them to collaborate on a post, or I'll even tag them and mention them in a story. And then I will DM them the link, so that way it's very easy to repost. So it's a little bit more work on my end, but at least you know that it's getting posted with the appropriate link, because it's one thing to add something to somebody's story and then it not have the link, you know what I mean? Let me
I was,
send out our Zoom link because
that's what I was actually going to ask you because I remember you said you wanted other things, and I was like,
I
you know,
wanted other things. What things
no,
did
like
I?
like once we launch, like
Yes.
I did ask you to collaborate. So then I'll just send you the links in a message.
Yes. And I accepted the collaboration, right?
I think
So I
so. Yeah.
don't knock on my door, but I should
Whoops.
be like, Chelsea, pay attention to me. And I'll be like, okay, how
Well,
are you?
you were resting. Okay.
I
Yeah.
was, um,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
stay participant and I made a copy of it. Um, sorry guys. Any other mom wins? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, I texted out that Zoom link. Hi, Amanda. So nobody else has a win to share. We've had launches. You sold a course last week, Emily. I'm so happy. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. Make sure that you tag us, like when you are doing any of like your posts or anything like that, like tag us and share with us so that way I can collaborate with you. I can promote you on stories. I want to make sure that we do collaborate with each other. So you have to like link me in. So, because I would love to be able to individually look at everybody's Instagrams, but we are getting busy, which is a blessing. And also like, oh no, I can't do all of the things that I wanted to do in the beginning. But I'm very excited about it. I guess that segues me into, before we really start diving into coaching, I've had it on my heart to share this with you guys. And I've gotten so last week and the week before, I know some of you had some really amazing weeks. You also had some kind of rougher weeks. And I wanted to share briefly mine and the partners last week. And I guess this is going to give you kind of a insight into being a full-blown entrepreneur and the highs and lows that come with that, which I think most of you have experienced this, but I want you to know that at any level that you're at, you're going to experience it. So I am nowhere near the level that my mentors are, but we had one of our largest months in our abundant management history. We're going to be hitting probably 30,000 this month, which is amazing for us. We have signed some really incredible clients. We've had some really amazing success. A lot of our strategies are working. And so we are very happy about that. That is all God, and we are thrilled. Samia, her product has been featured in Oprah. She won the Sun O Award. She's all over. She was in Good Morning America today. It's incredible. Gail was reviewing her product. We've had some amazing, huge wins, right? Super wild, so crazy. We're partnering with Ambassadors of Compassion, which they service for students, over 100,000 students. And we're going to help them go internationally, and they help them and teach them through forgiveness and emotional intelligence, and they work with their parents. And it's such an incredible, if you haven't looked at them, I want you to look at them. They're Ambassadors of Compassion. They're a nonprofit, for-profit company, and they work with celebrities, and they sell out stadiums, and they have huge, mass amounts of boots on the ground access to people, and they create so much impact in these people's lives. It's a huge opportunity for abundant management as well, to manage their portfolio and to help them with their build out and their digital empire and completely bring them into 2025 is a huge opportunity for us and a huge feeder opportunity. So we've had all of those amazing wins in this last week. The down has been, I also got really sick last week. I was recovering from sepsis, so I was bedridden for a few days. I didn't know what would happen, right? So that was a down. I totally flopped in one of my pitches to Brad. I had a complete pitch about a whole new business idea that I think will be extremely effective. We spent a week on building out a proposal, a strategy, everything. He called me randomly, and I just got so nervous. I flopped, completely fumbled my words, completely thank God I know him. And he's okay, we'll talk about this later. Totally failed it. This could have been a huge life-changing deal. Didn't even know how to present it, failed. So okay, we had two partners back out, completely just off the cuff, be you know what? One was this is too much for me. And one said, look, I'm not seeing the return on investment. I'm just no longer interested. Boom. So we had huge highs where we're living on this. We're this is going to be incredible. This is amazing. And then we get kicked out. So I want you to know that you can always decide to look at what is important, and you can get stuck in the bad, and you can get stuck in the, I fucked up. I should have done this differently. I should have done that differently. Oh my gosh. You can completely take yourself through that mental loop, or you can be a part of this community. Thank God I have the partners that I have. Thank God I have this community of moms to come back to and know that I am supported. But instead, when I felt like I was kicked in the teeth, Amanda, Alexia, Samia all said, okay, so we're going to just pivot. Now we can find this influencer, this opens us up to a different business opportunity. We have this proposal. You know what? I think that was probably God saying that you probably shouldn't have had that conversation with Brad yet. Let's go back to the drawing board, get a better proposal together. We can probably put that on a website. We can showcase it. We can probably make a case study for him just to see it. Here, let's pivot. I think that that's giving us this opportunity to go in this direction with this segment of the business that will even be more lucrative and create bigger impact. Hey, you know what? That partner probably was overwhelmed and that probably didn't have the great ROI. We can help them in this capacity. And then we can take that and really learn from this experience and understand that, you know what, maybe we don't get super invested in the future. We make sure that we have some safeguards and safe rails. There's ways to look at what could have been a huge kick in the gut. And when I say that these partners let go, that it was like a $10,000 investment, like just doesn't matter anymore, which in retrospect, like some people that's a drop in the bucket. Some people that's, you know, a huge investment from your personal finances. You can decide to look at things really, really badly or really, really positive. And we do our best as entrepreneurs. And I think that's why moms are set up to be incredible entrepreneurs, is because through every day in our life, when you're raising your children, you have very high highs and very low lows. You constantly have to make that kind of adjustment and that pivot and that move. And that's one thing that I want you to remember when you're approaching business in any capacity. No matter how large you want to scale this thing, you can remember that as a mom, like we get overwhelmed, we go through those, we have to just keep going, and we can choose to keep showing up for our kids in a positive way or what have you, right? So I just want you to remember that and really lean into perspective, because you can have one of the highest highs and the lowest lows in your same week, and that's okay. And that doesn't take away from anything. So I just want you to feel encouraged, but also seen that like we experience it too. We just don't talk about it on socials, and maybe I should. But we, every, like, that's just business, right? That's just life. That's just motherhood, and it happens. So it's just keep showing up for yourself and keep leaning in. That's why we have this community. That's why it's so important, because when we can keep showing up for each other and keep supporting each other, that's where the real difference gets made. So that was kind of my little tidbit I had on my heart. I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so I see some new faces. If you are new, can you raise your hand? I know that some of you don't want to put your cameras on, and that's okay. But can you just let me know how you came here in the chat? Just let me know, because I want to make sure that we get to know you and we embrace you into the community. I want to know your Instagram socials. What we like to do is empower each other on socials as well. So if you're posting any kind of like new product or anything, really, anytime you post, we want to be able to support you. And then we also want to ingratiate you into our community. We are so happy you're here. We want to know what brings you here. We want to be a part of your life and your Tuesday and Thursday. So we are so blessed and happy that you're here. Okay. I will let the new faces, Faye, I think I see your name, but I can't see your face, so I don't know. I believe you've been here before. Welcome back. Olivia, I don't think I've seen an Olivia before. I'm so happy you're here. If you could let me know what brings you here. I know somebody from Instagram had asked. And then Samantha Davis, hi. I'm happy that you're here. I want to know how you got here. If you guys can let me know how you guys found out about us too, that way we can start like making sure that we lean into that, because our big goal for Abundant Academy and for this program is to launch 100 mom-owned businesses. So through digital products, Shopify, whatever it is, we want 100 businesses launched this year. And I believe when I did the numbers, I could be wrong, but I think we're at 27. Amanda, does that sound right? I was like trying to do the math off the top of my head. I think we're at 27.
I've been trying to do the math on it too, because yes, I'm incredible. It's really exciting. It's happening fast.
Yeah. And so we set that goal back in March, and we really, really, really want to lean into every single one of you. So a lot of you have launched. I know we're still waiting on Michelle. I know. Oh, Good. You found us through Amanda. Hi, Samantha. Amanda's here.
Hey, how are you? I'm so glad you're
Ashlee, you're struggling with creating your funnel correctly. Okay, the problem is I don't know Square. I know Lead Pages, I know Go Higher Level, I don't know Square. What I would do is I would check out Fiverr and see if you can find some help, and I would delegate that. Because like we've talked about, you need to get your funnel live. You just have to. Oh, you're using Zap? I really don't know. What's Zap? You heard about you through, oh, you know what, Olivia, I think your mom messaged me on Instagram. I'm so happy that you're here. Okay. Amy, didn't you learn Square? I didn't learn Square. Okay.
Can I say something?
Go.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to real quick about Square. I didn't do it because it was way too hard.
Yeah.
So I just did my stand store and Flowdesk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my
Stand
mouth
Store is
full.
good. Stand Store is good. They're putting in a lot of money into their marketing, and the only problem that I see with Stand Store is their funnels aren't like optimal. They're great. Yours is beautiful. When it comes to conversion, it gets a little tricky. However, highly advise that if that's the route you want to go, just get it live and then start cash flowing a bit. Like Amy sold 8, which is like incredible. And you launched yesterday or the day before, like, because you had a like that. Do you understand? That's huge. Like Amanda has a following of 2 million across multiple platforms. And the first day we went live, she sold 3. She sold a lot more than that now, but like,
Right.
just so you know, like that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, because of you guys,
great.
like I was getting stuck in the funnel. And then finally I was like, I'm just doing Stand Store and I'll manually. So whenever somebody buys, then I put them into my Flowdesk.
Yeah. And
So
then we can figure out how to connect that later. I just say get live. So one thing that we always do, because we never want to lose on opportunity or momentum. It's a big thing that I lean into, is you never want to lose momentum. Sometimes like all of my partners say that it's like drinking like a fire hose from working with me. Cause I'm like, let's drink the water, baby, let's go. But I don't want you to lose momentum. So I'm proud of you for just going. So maybe that's something you want to entertain, Ashlee, just to get something up. Lead Pages, I'm telling you, is fantastic for just but it doesn't have a funnel attached. Go Higher Level is a $97 investment. It was still overwhelming for me. It was good. We have, we went live with it. We have Pamela's on Go Higher Level. Tony's went live. Hers is on Go Higher Level, and it's beautiful. Can you drop your contact of your guy that you used? If anybody wants to use him. You love Stand Store. Emily loves Stand Store. Okay. So then maybe we should just try Stand Store. Make funnels on Facebook. Okay. So, but Ashlee, my point is I want you, before you invest in anything else, I just want you to invest, even if it means outsourcing, into getting your funnel live. And you don't need to become a funnel expert, because that's not your expertise, and it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? Like I did it on Lead Pages because it was just that easy. And when I first started, I didn't have the budget. I didn't want to invest in it. Looking back, I wish I had, because I had to have somebody redo all of the existing funnels that I did myself. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to outsource. My husband keeps telling me to, but I'm such a frugal person. I can do this myself. I'm smart enough. I can do this.
Yeah, but you've been trying to launch for a month. Sorry. How many sales did you lose out on?
Probably
And
a lot.
Ashlee, I was the same way. And that's when I was finally like, I'm done and I'm just doing it. Like they always say, like, it's done, it's not perfect, and we can always go back and fix it. Cause like now if I go to lead pages, then I just create new stuff and move it all over and then it's there. But
Yeah.
at least like just you can do it. If I did it, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you need help,
But
I can help you with the
I
stand
would
store.
stop with Square. I would stop with Square and I would move into Stand Store or something else because like even Amy said that Square was too difficult. Yes, Tony.
I've worked a lot of websites, and Squarespace was the one I found most friendly for what I can do. The only thing I'm having trouble with Squarespace is the funnel. But I also had a hiccup in the road where all my content, everything I made, had somehow I lost it on my drive. So I had to start from scratch, recreating everything, like my content to sell.
That sucks. I'm sorry. But I don't know. You know my theory. Go lead pages, go stand store, outsource. I would just stop right now. It feels like you're just kind of stuck in the weeds. And if it's preventing you from selling at a time that you had opportunity to a lot of marketing opportunities, and you're not doing that because you're trying to be frugal and not outsource, then that's a problem that you're always going to be in that position. So either move forward and get it done in a cheap way that's not perfect and just have it plain on like lead pages is the best. I would say it's the easiest for that. You can manually input it. Stand store, they love. I don't know Stand store's pricing, but I would just find something that's user friendly and stop trying to recreate the wheel. And I would just get moving. Like I've said for 3 weeks now. Ashlee, that was a little slap on the wrist, by the way, because I think that your product is great. And I think that you should just get it out.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
wanted to piggyback. Hi, it's Tony here.
Tony.
In Georgia. That video that Carissa posted in the group today about how overthinkers, like the smartest people in the room, don't generally make a lot of money because they overthink. And that was totally me for years. Like I was like, oh, learning about this business model and that business model and listening to this free webinar and that, like, oh, and like the different platforms and like I just like really needed this push to just launch. And so Chelsea, you've been such a godsend and you're just like, just do it. And I did, and it feels good because I have stuff made and I know it's not like the faucet doesn't just turn on with like money. Like it's gonna take some tweaking and like it's gonna take a little while, but it's done. And I'm very proud of myself for launching it. And I'm a solo mom of 5. So I promise if you guys have more time than I do. So just do it and we will pivot. And if there's mistakes are made, then great. You're going to learn from them. And we're all here to support each other. And that video, I just really resonated with because I was like, yep, I know that my problem is like I just overthink too much. And we just needed, and she talks about how you don't make money overthinking. You might know a lot, but you don't make any money. So like in business, you just have to make moves and do it.
You make no money and you make no impact
So
because you're just in your brain. So you got to get it out of your brain and into other people's hands and create some impact and some change. So I am so proud of you for launching, Tony. Like it's a beautiful funnel too. It looks incredible. Can you text me the link? You have my phone. Can you text it to me so I can make sure that I purchase it? And then
sure, I can put it on here too. Put it in the chat so you can all see.
Everybody should put everybody's links in there, please. So I am so proud of you. For everybody that's launched, we have Carissa, Tony, Amy. I know Amy launched her clothes. Kat launched a different product business, Pamela. Okay, so we're at 6. 6 of you have launched out of 17. That's not bad. That's half. That's pretty great, guys. I am impressed with you. And you all did it in different ways. And you all did it in your specific niches, which is really, really awesome. That's great. Okay. Carissa, you have a second launch coming. Is that correct?
I think so. So I launched my magazine freebie and it's like, I wanted to piggyback on what you were saying to Ashlee because that's why I posted that reel in our group because that is me. And for like the last 5 years for sure, I've almost been bitter about it. Like these people don't care what their content looks like. These people don't even, they're not offering any value at all. This is stupid content. Like, why
Yeah.
do these people I don't mean that mean. I mean, there are people, there are Instagram accounts that are like, there's no value, like real value here, but they have thousands and thousands of followers and they've monetized TikTok and they've like retired at 23 and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So what I am really realizing, especially in the completion of projects, which feels really good to me because I'm really great at starting things and not finishing them,
Yep.
because I get stuck in the weeds and stuck in my head. Once I have finished something, it's like, oh, but now I could create this and it goes along with this, and like everything just keeps webbing off of the
Yep.
initial project, and you're discovering yourself and really what your message is the more you're doing the work and like
Yes.
just getting started. So even if that first project isn't like your core branding message, you're figuring it out the more you talk and work it out with ChatGPT and in your projects and like dig deeper in your heart. And sometimes we just have to do the work. Anyway, so yes, I finished
Yep.
my prayer cards. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. I was like, I'm finishing these because my women's conference that I'm speaking at is this weekend, and I want to be able to put, I know, I'm so excited.
Okay, so are there virtual tickets? How do we promote you?
Oh,
How
I'm
do we
promoting.
talk about this? And if everybody can finish their carousel, then get them to me. I would like to do like a full segment on all of the moms. Okay, go ahead, please. So
It's a small rural town. It's not recorded or anything like that. It's my home church. There's probably going to be 300 people or somewhere between 300 and 500 people is what they're, but that doesn't mean they'll be in my session. I'm just a session speaker, but
you need to record it for content. You need to
okay.
record you talking.
Okay. Like just do a voice memo or something? Is that or
No,
like
just set up your phone.
oh,
And like literally in the corner, be obnoxious. It doesn't matter because you
okay.
can reuse it.
Well, I finished my prayer cards today. I made a companion prayer journal and it's finished. And so I have my magazine, which is my freebie. I have my prayer cards and my journal. I'm working on a t-shirt line that also coordinates with the theme of like, the things. And then
Yeah.
I want to have a QR code, I think, at the end of my presentation for people to go on and do the pre-order of all of that. And then I think what was I going to say? I think I want to like have a copy made for them to see, like a printed digital file of what the prayer journal looks like, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. Oh, yeah, get emails. I guess my QR link to my Shopify store or have them sign in, or maybe I could do a giveaway. I don't know. You tell me what to do. I'm like going in 900 different
I
directions.
literally so I use ManyChat, but on all of my anything, everything, free or not, I send a thing that says, hey, it's on its way. But by the way, if you like this stuff, all of my best tidbits are saved for my email people. If you're interested, drop your email. And that's it. Like it's just one little thing to collect emails between between them and whatever they were there for. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. That's really good. So I will do that. That's one thing I'm not doing yet because I've been trying to get these projects completed before the conference this weekend. I haven't sent out like emails. I haven't even posted to my Facebook. So that's kind of my plan this week is to get all my new products that I finished back on my Shopify store. And then like I don't know if I'll get to emails this week, but at least have my collection, my way of collecting set up. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's exciting.
There's a subscribe form that you can just have pop up on your Shopify store. You can just have it pop up.
Okay.
And it's literally a toggle button that is in the Shopify when you go to online store. You can always take a screenshot. Pro tip, take a screenshot of what you're trying to do on the computer. This is what I do all the time. if I don't outsource, which I used to not outsource anything, by the way. My outsource was to AI before we got like bigger. I take a screenshot, upload it to ChatGPT and say, I want to do X. Here's where I am. What do I have to do? And it will like break down the step. Talk to me like a kindergartner. What do I have to do? And it will tell you like, press this button, press that button, write this, like literally. Like literally.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll try to get that subscribe thing. That would be best and easiest, just so I have something in place. And then another cool thing that's kind of a side note to my products that I made is my husband bought his training through Real Merchant Services this week. And so we're also supposed to start that.
Good. So I wanted to touch on that because I talked to Phoebe. She's going to be joining us. Would you guys like her to join us Tuesday or Thursday? And we have an entire, so we're connecting our two Lightspeed accounts. So you'll be able to register within Abundant Money or Abundant Management. You'll be able to register it within Abundant Academy. I don't know why you haven't, Amy. That's odd to me. So I will make sure to reach out.
We went online to their website and we filled out the form to request a call. Did you do that?
So what we're doing now is I want you guys to go through us because we are going to create a training where Phoebe will be on our calls, our Abundant Money calls, like once a month or twice a month. And she will be going through how to do everything. And I'll be helping you with like absorbing a lot of those costs when it comes to becoming an agent. So they lowered them, which is great. But we can like figure, we're going to have two programs. So you can be an affiliate or you can be an agent. So would that be helpful or exciting if we had Phoebe on once a month, right? Okay.
Can you explain the difference of what you're doing? You said the cost would be lower. So should we tell them something different? I mean, we told them we were with
We
Abundant.
can talk about that offline. We'll figure it out, Carissa.
And then
so here's what we're figuring out is I am having Abundant Management become an agent like you and your husband are becoming, right? So we're becoming an agent and we will pay you as an affiliate and help you. Basically, you bring us warm leads, we close them. You bring us warm leads, we close them. And then we can also facilitate you becoming an agent if you want to be an agent all your own, and you'll still get the same support, but you won't get access to our admin. So we're hiring an admin to literally handle all of the deals for you. So as an agent, when you're siloed on your own, you have to manage all of the leads and the lead management and following up and the emails, etc. And we are hiring a dedicated admin to the Abundant Management agent, and we'll handle that for you. So you just need to bring us warm leads of like, hey, my uncle owns a convenience store, here's this, and we'll split the profits. That's the difference. But I just want it to be a group thing for those that can't afford the agent piece. I was trying to figure out how, because it costs like $5.99, but I think if they lower their price to $3.99 or something to become an agent. And so I was trying to figure out how we can do that for the moms that can't pay for that and are a part of our Abundant Money program. So that's how we figured that out. Does that make sense, Carissa? Okay. Yes, Pamela, you can absolutely get those affiliate links. Did you guys see Pamela? She's launched. I need to look at her conversions. I do know she had like over like 100 comments between like her two posts on wanting the swap. So that's awesome. She got a lot of emails from that. So that's really, really, really great. And I think she sold like 10 or 11 so far. And we launched 2 days ago, but she may have sold more. I haven't checked her Shopify. So that's like really cool. Great win. See, it's priced right. And we're going to keep bundling. So what we're doing with Pamela is we took all of her existing content and we took what was the most viral and we said, okay, we're going to create digital products for you based off of that, because that's the want in your target audience. We're going to come up with a strategic plan for you for your promotion of those products. We're going to create the Pinterest support and all of that. And then we're going to take those and then we're going to price it at $7 to start. And we're going to keep adding like different bundles based off of the responses of the target of your audience. So it's working so far. It's been great. I have all of my links. I can just remind me before we end the call to get you the All-In Nutritionals links, which is great. So you need to sign up for the affiliate program through them. And I believe that anybody from Abundant, that you get your affiliate fee waived. But I can confirm that with them. And the affiliate fee is like $40 or something because they have to set up a computer thing. But I will make sure that that gets waived. I believe that that was their agreement. And then that's the health products, and they're awesome. And then Lino, if you guys haven't signed up to be affiliates yet, you should, because her conversion is going to go through the roof. Because like I said, she's been featured in Oprah, which is insane, which means that Oprah's like dermatologist panel, you can't pay to play. That's the only awards that you can't pay to play. Everything else in like Elle magazine, Forbes, whatever, you can pay to participate in win. And this is the only one that you can't. You have to, like, so what she did, do you guys want to know the inside secrets of what she did? She found who was their head decider on socials, and his name's like Andrew or something, that's been with Oprah for like 20 years. And she reached out to him on Instagram for almost like every week on Instagram, being like, hey, look at my products. Hey, I'm sending, she's called the front desk to be like, hey, I sent you some products. Can you please make sure that it gets delivered to Andrew's office? Called Andrew's assistant. Hey, by the way, I just want to let you know that like, I sent my products and it's really good. And I'm just a mom of 2 and blah, blah, blah. Like, he looked at the products. Finally, she kept sending him funny things. He looked at the products. He loved the products. He said, I'm happy to review them. Put her in Oprah for the Sun O Awards. Talk about using social media, using your influence, grit, tenacity, and getting, now she has the opportunity to be in Nordstrom's, Ulta, Sephora, huge big box retailers, because she couldn't get her meta ads to convert. And she's so smart. She's like, I'm only at a 0.8, which is like really high for actual product conversion when it comes to like converting your meta ads and sales. But she's like, I don't have the budget to spend on that. So I'm going to allocate time, money, and my like grit to going to big box retailers, and I'm going to get in there. And so she found a way. I mean, it opened so many doors that she just, it's incredible. I'm so honored to have her in my life. All of our moms, but it's very cool. And she's very humble about it. She won't tell you any of that. So on Thursday, for our Thursday call, she's going to be at my house, and we're going to do like a Q&A talking about business building. And we'll basically like open the books on what you should be investing versus what you shouldn't on like your business and meta strategies, and kind of, because I need to know for our business now that we have like these big clients, like bigger accounts now, we need to make sure that we're making very sound decisions. Okay. So now we've gone through our questions, we've gone through our launches. Is there anything pending before I get into some like automation stuff? Yes, ma'am, go.
Real quick, and maybe we can do this offline, but I want to pick my date for Project Refill because I'm really going to start pushing that, and I'm ready to get my coaching going. So I need to like pick the date and then figure out with you all the back end stuff, all of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So for anybody and everybody that wants to be a coach on Abundant Academy, I love all of you. So we have an application process. Amy's already applied and been approved through her call with me. But I want all of you really, but to be moms on our coaching platform. So typically, if you are just a new random mom from the street, it would cost you like $2,500 to host your coaching on our platform. And we are opening it up to all Abundant Money moms that fit our criteria. So if you fit within our standards and our culture guidelines, we are hosting your coaching programs, and we will be sharing our landing pages with you and building that out. And we are so absolutely excited to have this like roll out, and it's going to be so cool. No, don't worry about it. What's going to happen is, so if you're getting responses from your digital product, like for example, Amy with Project Refill, she's going to be offering her coaching platform program and it's going to be hosted in Abundant Motherhood. Okay. And we're going to be, it's a collective shared in that category. And we're going to be, it's going to be exciting. So sorry, I wasn't prepared to talk about that. For other moms that have like motherhood related courses or projects, make sure that you let me know and you reach out to us. Abundant Health is like next on the docket, but that doesn't mean we can't launch your coaching program before. It's just Abundant Health is getting the majority of the meta dollars for advertising, right? We're going to do a big promotion with summer when people want to get healthy, that kind of thing. So it just kind of makes sense for us to focus on Abundant Health. Next, though, is Abundant Motherhood. And so if we can build out, that's Amanda's category, by the way. Amanda has her like biggest category. She has a 6 modular course on pregnancy and motherhood. And I think she's doing another one on family dynamics. And I have my AI mom in there, which I need to update. So we can host courses as well. And courses really are almost the easiest thing ever once you set it and forget it. So it takes some time on building out your script, which we can help you do. But once you do that and you create your actual course, it's incredible for content because you can reuse it, you can repurpose it. You can sell it, and we sell it the way that we have established this is we sell the categories as a whole. So we have the landing page already set up. We're putting meta dollars behind that. So even if there's like 3 or 4 of you coaches in that for different, for different kind of projects, sorry, I'm getting like blown up with text messages and everything. We still sell that. Like, okay, so for example, Abundant Money, you guys have seen all of what's in Abundant Money. We have multiple different things in that Abundant Money category that's specific to you. Amanda, can you explain this better? Because I'm like fumbling.
You're doing an amazing job. Yeah, so you were just talking about how we have it set up so that you buy Abundant Money, but within Abundant Money, there's all these different categories and different options. So something like Abundant Mom, or what do we have it? Is it Abundant Mom or is it like motherhood?
Abundant Motherhood, yeah. Right. Abundant Motherhood, and then Abundant Health. Abundant Health is for, oh my gosh, that baby. Both of your babies, Amy and Amanda, those babies.
Give us the babies.
So Abundant Health, we're going to be having a course with Pamela. We're going to be having a lot of like cookbook downloads. We're going to be having some live cooking courses. We can reuse a lot of existing materials that she has. We're going to have a personal trainer on there. If you guys know any faith-based personal trainers that are looking to host courses on Abundant Health, we are open for business. If you guys have any faith-based mental health coaches, any certified life coaches, anybody that's interested in that kind of thing, please, we offer referral pricing as well. So just make sure that if you see something that fits and you would like to have, you want to hook your friend up with us, we are all ears. Then after that, we're going to be launching and focused on Abundant Motherhood. And the way that it's framing up is it's going to be Amy, Tony with homeschooling, Carissa, if she wants to host a course, different kind of ways that we can host your course within Abundant Motherhood, and you'll be alongside Amanda. So when she's ready to start really posting that, that's going to be a huge wave of interest and intrigue. And the way that it's worked for us, and the reason why we decided to do that, is because it's a collaboration. So we become like a cohort, and from a coaching perspective, it's made it a little bit easier, because if I can't come twice a week and I'm like, hey, I need you to take one, at least I'm the head coach, right? But at least Amanda can come, Alexia can come. So that's what we're trying to build for each category. So we need expert moms in each category, a head coach, and then there's going to be subsequent coaches. Now, Amy is a little bit different because you're really focused on one strategic coaching program, which if moms have something like that in mind, we can make that happen and facilitate it through Zoom integrations and different things in a landing page. We can make anything happen. But the extension for moms that are in abundant money is specific to being put into a category. Did that make sense? We're going to have visuals and all of that. We'll be going through it, but it's a nice addition to your digital product business, because sometimes people really find interest. They fall in love with your content. They fall in love with you. They want to talk to you. They want to get to know you. So having a course is a great way. Maybe you don't have the commitment to become a coach and sit that time aside, but you are like, hey, I want to give something extended, which Carissa, like, honestly, I think that you would probably fit in Abundant Motherhood for sure, but in Abundant Faith. Like, I would like you to do a course on your entire like prayer journal and taking us through your prayer journal. And like, we can put, if you can record your speaking engagement on, by that thread, I'm saying it wrong. I know it's a better title, but I know it has to do with the thread of the garment. That Bible scripture. I'm just saying it wrong. By a thread. We can record your speech and we can add that in to Abundant Faith. And we're trying to build out a Bible study and all of that. So those are opportunities within Abundant Money. I am totally taking the new moms here. They're like, what is happening? So I'm sorry. Moms, don't get lost in the weeds. I'm sorry. For the moms that are existing. Oh, I'm so glad, Pamela. Okay, good. Some of you are with me. A lot of the moms understand. Okay. So I want to know where the biggest pain points are, and I want to help you guys automate that. I want to spend 10 minutes on it because literally that's all automations take. That's okay, Amy. Don't even worry about it. I'm so happy that you brought it up. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. I need like moms that are ready to be coaches because, oh, good, Christy, because we need to be filling these categories. So just so you guys know, I'm going to be very frank with you. We put in 10 grand per category and I need to start selling those categories. Like we have to, in order to substantiate all of what we're trying to do with Abundant Money. Like we need to start getting butts in the seats and like our projects moving forward. That's the reality of it, because in order to like hold this thing afloat, it costs us about 7. And so we want to make sure that we are at least covering that, which it looks like we're very close with a few of our clients. Okay. So that's the reality. If you have moms within health and wellness space in any capacity, both mental and body, let us know. If you have moms that are in the motherhood space and they're looking for really a white glove service is who we're looking for moms that aren't already a part of Abundant Money. You guys are grandfathered in, but for those that are looking for a white glove service that have somewhat of a following, then let us know, because that's who we are looking for. So I'm going to put the prayers out there and the feelers that you guys have access to all of that, because we definitely know that this can be hugely impactful and change a lot of moms' lives, because I know that this has become the highlight of my week is coming and meeting with all of you. And I do think that if we replicate this through really focusing on motherhood, really focusing on health, and making it a holistic approach, which was originally the vision, and faith, and really wholly becoming a full, loved and supported mom and woman, because the reality is we don't have that village anymore. We don't have that community. And this is how we create it, is through Zoom. We meet moms where they are, and we like genuinely just become each other's really good friends. And so even if you're having a bad day or a bad week, we're there to support you and work through it. So I am very honored that you guys are all in my life. Now, can somebody give me a pain point so I can do something related to automation, so that way the new moms that are on here are like, what the heck did I sign up for? I'm here. Well then, Chrissy, it looks like you need to start your business in a box. That's for sure. And that's totally a God thing. So I'm so glad. So let's get talking about that. I know that we were supposed to schedule your 90-minute. I will probably have Amanda in on that, and we'll discuss it. Okay, Tony, go ahead. What's your pain point? Give it to me. Give it to me. And Carissa.
Okay, so I am about to do a really awesome newsletter that I like designed, and I'm just so excited to read it myself.
Good.
And I'm gonna do you think it would be too much if I email every day? Because it feels like a lot. Like Carissa said last time, like I have way too many emails and I can't even read them all. And I'm like stuck where Carissa was also stuck, where it just feels like we're like spamming them. So I'm feeling like I have to make it super valuable, which I guess is a good thing. But I also am afraid, like, I don't want to email them too much. So, and I'm using Go High Level. Emily, you were thinking that too.
So Tony, what am I going to say to you?
You're going to say, just do it.
Here's why. Here's why. Okay. Start with 3 days a week. If you want.
That sounds doable.
If you want, but I do not want you to take this in a hurtful way. Don't. I had to say it to myself. Know that this is not to you personally. I'm talking about the royal you, as all of us as a collective human beings. Nobody cares. Not a single human being gives a shit. They just don't.
That's true.
You have to make them care. And the only way you can make them care is by falling in love with your brand and who you are. And the only way you can do that is by relentlessly putting your face in front of them, because you have a beautiful face, you have a beautiful mission, you have way more insight and value to give. You are sharing, you're designed this business around what you are passionate about, what you've been God called to do. So you're way better suited than anybody else spamming any of those emails. You should be you should be at the top of their inbox. That's why I want you to do it every day and getting in that practice, because you need to get your face in front of them. You need to get your name in front of them. Honestly, like if you saw what I put on the group chat and Instagram from Gary Vee, he said, take a video of yourself talking about how you're launching your business. I'm going to do that and literally text every single person in your email list, which is going to take a little bit, but literally text every single person. I've done that video email. I don't know if you guys have gotten it. I've done it before where I've blasted my entire email with a personalized video. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to start doing that monthly, but you should be, you should text them. You need to get your face out there and just get comfortable with the cringe and just be like, yeah, maybe I'm going to spam some of them and they have the opportunity to unsubscribe. But there's going to be a loyal following that creates, that wants to, like, I get daily emails, if not twice a day, from Maria Wendt, and God, I will tell you, I open every single one of them because I want to learn from her. I want to reuse her strategies. I want to see how she's doing those things. I like the content that she puts out. I've fallen in love. Had she not been emailing me multiple times, and had her email rise to the top of my inbox, I would have missed it because my inbox is so spam. But I needed to have all of those daily emails. You see, there's multiple reasons why that should be happening. And it should be an easy, automated way for you to do that. So if you're automating your content, like I want you to be doing with at least a quote, and you're working with ChatGPT to do that, you just say to ChatGPT, create a 7-day email sequence within this brand voice from me. I don't want to sound spammy. I want this to be value, even if it's just a quote. You don't have to sell them anything. You should always link your product if you want to, but you don't have to. At least you're just giving them, if you don't want to be spammy and you just want to give positivity, just say, here's my quote of the day, here's an activity, something like that. And have your ChatGPT, your business bot that you have from Abundant Money, build that out for you and schedule them on Sundays. That's it. And then set it and forget it. And you'll start seeing your open rate skyrocket. And you'll have a lot of unsubscribes, and that's okay. That's fine, because those people weren't meant to be your email list. That's one step closer to finding your niche audience that's actually going to convert. You don't want a large audience. Amanda can tell you, you can have the biggest audience in the world, but sometimes they don't convert because it's so convoluted with so many different people. So you want people to unsubscribe. You want to get that dish down, because then you know that you can keep selling them their products. You can keep giving them value. You can offer value all the time. And when AI does take over the world, because it's going to happen, and luxury coaching in person, like Zoom is the luxury, you're going to have your built-in community. I got my ass handed to me by Brad yesterday, because he's like, that's great, but you need to have 10,000 people in your community, because like AI is awesome, but what are you going to do when we are obsolete in a year and you don't have a community to service, and all of those AI agents are now taking over that? Like, you need to build your community now, your people now that matter now. So email them, get comfortable with the cringe, because 10 years from now, it's not going to matter. And your kids are going to be thanking you that you did it now.
Okay. Thank you so much. I needed that.
That's my long-winded answer.
Makes perfect sense. Now I feel good.
Okay, good.
If there are
Carissa.
people,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
really quick, if there are people on your email list that you know in person that you're like thinking individually, like family members, friends, they're seeing this and it's a holdback, get them off your email list. Like, if I think Chelsea sent over one that was like, I blocked all of the people on my socials, and my business scaled overnight, because you just suddenly, it's like, if you have a mental block that you know is there and you can remove that and scale, go do it. Like, it's not worth it to not email. But sorry, my baby's crying.
Yeah.
Chelsea said it. I'm just gonna say it one more time. Tailoring your email to the people that you are worried about holding on to isn't doing anything for the future people that you're going to bring in.
Yes, you lose as many people as you can. Find it out now and make sure that you're not creating content for anybody other than your actual, like, who's going to convert. That's literally, because those are the people that are going to be finding value, that are going to be your community, that are going to be your groups. If I send you guys an email every day or a text every day, would you get annoyed with me? If I'm giving you value, would you be like, Chelsea, can you please? No, because you're a part of the community. You're actively involved. You're coming, don't all rush to tell me. Don't rush to give me positive affirmations. I'm just kidding. Ashlee. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You have your hand raised.
Me. Sorry, I was trying to give you affirmation bubbles floating in the air.
Thank you. Thank you.
I guess my question going forward, I'm making my notes on my old school sticky note here. I usually type them, but I'm trying to jot all this down. I know automation is where I have failed in businesses before, ones that should have been successful and I burned out. So this is really important to me to do the right way this time for sure. With the video courses, I know that's something that we can automate too. I was going to ask you for direction in kind of what I'm doing. And I just like, 2 years ago, I got involved with a company that is a mental wellness company, because it was kind of like after I left my company that I built a full-time income with in network marketing, I just kind of like lost identity and then struggled, and we had all these life things happen. It's been a 4-year whole thing. And these products really helped me. And you were talking about mental wellness earlier. In my next project in faith-based category 2 is on that by a thread on the hem of his garment. And I have like this whole series of that where it's like speaking over anxiety and overwhelm and motherhood and that type of thing, that I want to do another prayer deck and journal for. And I have a book that I'm writing on that too. But I also feel like I could do a video course on the faith-based side, and then also do like, the mental wellness, addressing anxiety, and then even tie in those affiliate products that I was using. So kind of like both. Could I do
I
that?
love that. I love that. You can absolutely do that. And here's the automation piece. So we're working on behind the scenes, just so you guys know. And the reason why we changed it to like Abundant AI Academy is because we're working on an entire dashboard that you can literally like input your information on, and it automates all of your output to where it just like makes it easy. Like you literally have your emails on, everything. We're working on those integrations. AI is still not there fully yet. We're like probably like 3 months away from that, but we're working on it to where it's like fully automated. So that should help you scale, right? But for now, when it comes to, I don't want that to stop you. That doesn't mean wait. That does not mean wait. That means we're going to keep going, and then we're always going to like implement and improvise. And that's why you're always going to stay with us, because we're going to keep improving your business and making it better, right?
Yes.
So from an automation standpoint, the way that I would do that is the way that my rhythm is I write a book, and I write a book with my ChatGPT, and I do it through dictation and voice memos. So people call it AI slop, blah, 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 because I'm the AI mom on Instagram. That's so not true. I've written just about every word in that book, but I just haven't physically typed it out or handwritten it. But as far as like I'm voice to text, this is what I want this to say. This is what I want this chapter to be. This is what I want the end result to be. And I talk it through. Then you take what ChatGPT comes up with and you put it in the cloud, and you can create really a full manuscript, and you can talk through it that way as well to make it's almost like working with an editor. That's how I write my books, in a very expedited way. Then I take that manuscript when I'm done with it, which probably takes me 2 weeks, maybe 3, depending on the topic. And you can do that at any time, right? You can do that with night feedings and naps, and like in the car when I got like, how I think of like the old movies when they had like those voice recorders and like they talk into it. That's how I feel. I feel like that old like news reporter that's talking into, but I'm just talking into an AI that literally is like going to take really amazing notes for me and create a very incredible outline. So very Mad Men, yes. So I have it to start. I have ChatGPT create a table of contents and a book outline, so I know that I like it. So start there, right? Because there's limitations in what ChatGPT can do. Then I take it and I say, I want it to be X amount of pages, and I want to emphasize X, Y, and Z because that's my priority. So for my most recent book, AI Mom 2.0, Vibe Over Hustle, I really wanted to emphasize the importance of vibe coding, what it even meant, how you can vibe code, how you can make sure that when you're vibe coding, you can create these digital products hands-free, just about. You can automate all of your emails, all of that. Okay. So I take that, I create an outline, I emphasize what I want to emphasize. Then I take it and I plug it into cloud, and I work through, hey, and I've already personalized it. Here's my vibe. Here's how I write. Here's my voice. I talk with it. I make sure that it understands like just what you do when you build your business bot, and I write the book. Then I take that manuscript and I go back and forth and I edit just like you would with an editor, but it's just very expedited, and you're not delayed on red tape, timelines, humans having to read it. You're literally talking back and forth to it yourself. I take that and I will upload that back into ChatGPT, the full document. And that's where you create a RAG line, but I'll get to that at a different point. You can create a whole different GPT. That's like a full hour. You actually, I'll put it in the chat. There's chat. If you guys aren't following Cat GPT, she's an incredible AI influencer, and she breaks it down on the best ways to use ChatGPT to get the best results. Because sometimes when you upload a book or a manual into a chat of like ChatGPT and you just upload the paperclip, it won't get the entire book. So it'll be operating from one chapter, which isn't what you want. Yeah, sometimes it's not the entire, so you have to understand the limitations of AI. That's the beauty of understanding prompts and limitations. So you have to go into the personalization and actual creating your own GPT, and I'll text you the breakdown. For those that aren't in our Instagram chat, please put your handles here or DM Abundant AI Academy, and we'll make sure that you get into the chat. Anyways, once you have your manuscript in ChatGPT, you can then take it and say, I want to create a script for my course. And you start again from square one. You say, I want to create an outline for my course. And then you take that outline, you make sure that you like it, you make sure that it covers all of the topics that you want it to cover. You keep expanding on it until it's where you want it to be and it makes sense. Then you run it through again. You say, hey, take out redundancies, all of this, right? Make sure that you're as efficient and you're working with an editor, course creator. Then you take that and you say, create a script for me. And depending on how you work, I am awful when it comes to scripts. I'm way better on outlines. So I create a script, but I also say, make it an outline so I can just reference it. Then I literally just Zoom record myself. And I create the course. And then I can give it to my editor. I can make sure that the video is like the right prompts that we want and the right imagery. And then I just put it in a Google file. I'll tell you guys how to title it. And then we upload it and your course is created. And it's literally like, it's going to take you probably 4 hours, depending on how long your course is to record it. But that's your course. So that's why I like going from my book to my course creation. Does that make sense? Because then it's content. Then you can take that entire course and you can reuse it, and you can put it into Opus Clips and say, hey, I need 20 reels. Now you have your pre-launch reel social media strategy for your course. So that's how I automate that process. Then you have your business bot really built out because it understands all of the intricacies of both your book, how you want it written, how you want your course. Now you take that and you go, hey, I need 21 days of emails for my pre-launch. I need, I need hyper-specific viral content that, I can use text overlays for. All of those types of things can come from when you write your book to your course to then selling the course. And then that becomes a part of your business bot. And then you're kind of automated and golden. That's how we can mass produce as much as we're producing, because we have that business bot to like the nth degree of understanding our details. Like Amanda's knows her cookbook, like she's not scrambling because she used ChatGPT to work with her. She used all of the recipes that she has. She sourced all of like her pictures and all of that and put it together in Canva. But ChatGPT, she has an entire section on that. So when she goes to promote it, when she goes to create ads, when she goes to create whatever she's doing, it knows the entire book. You see what I'm saying? So that automation piece makes marketing and the actual business itself so much easier. Where do I host my courses? So Ella, hi, welcome. We are the Abundant Academy. Yes, it's like a hard drive or bank for your brain. Exactly. We are Abundant Academy. So we have our courses on Abundant Academy, which is a Lightspeed VT platform. Bradley is an investor in our company and mentor, and he's given us the opportunity to host on his multi-million-dollar platform. And so it's Lightspeed VT, but it's Abundant Academy is where all of our courses are held. And the majority of the moms that you see here today are abundant money moms. And so they have taken our courses, and most of them have our business in a box, which is like everything that we have talked about today, we teach you. For the moms, please welcome Ella and the other moms. And if you are an abundant money mom, explain that you love it. No, I'm just kidding.
We love it. You will not regret your decision, and you need to be here with us.
It's life-changing.
So as far as where I suggest you host your course, so depending on the type of course that you are selling, I would like to see if it makes sense for you to host it on Abundant Academy within one of our categories. That's an opportunity. There's other platforms. So if you wanted to have your own academy built out, depending on what your business is, you can go with Lightspeed VT. The base package is $30,000. And that integrates with everything. You get, when you are an abundant money mom and you host a course with us, that's like, we can figure that out. There's also Thinkific, there's Kajabi. I know some moms use Kajabi. But of course I say Abundant Academy. It's where you want to be. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, bye, Amy. You have 2 Instagrams, personal. What did you say to record the video when you're hosting? What do you mean?
That's worded really bad. Like when I go to make the video, what am I recording it to?
So I recorded, so get yourself a microphone on Amazon. They're like $20. We got the ones with the fluffies, right? Amanda has one too. Mine was like $20. It's like awesome. I've been recording mine on Zoom. However, it's not as interesting or cinematic as most people like. So you'd want to like maybe set up your phone on a tripod with your backlight and a ring light and like do the real thing. Me, I just like looking at myself. So like it makes me feel comfortable like talking in the mirror. Yeah. So because I get intimidated and uncomfortable. So it's easier for me to do it that way. But it's not like the best content. Yeah, right. I like looking at myself. Like, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? No, so you can do it.
You're mirroring, like you're seeing yourself, so it's easier to get animated, and it's easier. Like I get that. That's what you do in stories, so that's what we get comfortable doing.
Exactly.
But when you record it from your phone, then what are you doing with it to actually put it together?
Yes. So you can use Descript to edit it. You can Descript, DESCRIPT.
I think I can.
You can become a white glove client, and we will do all of it for you. Where we will do all of your video editing and everything, and we'll get you everything taken care of. We'll pre-launch you, launch you, all of that. But Descript can edit it. You can get probably a video editor on Fiverr. We have some video editors that we like. It depends on the white glove client and the service. So we will launch your product in your course and all of that. That's $5,000 to do all of your course, social media, Pinterest strategies, all of your email plan outs, your customer service, and your video editing, and all of that is $5,000. And then $1,497 is it a month to manage everything. Yeah, I know, right? we put all of our meta dollars. So all of our moms get this advantage of being locked in with Abundant Academy. So we put meta dollars behind Abundant Academy. We focused really hard on putting out 450 hours of content to start creating moms as experts and tagging everybody that is a mom on Abundant Academy. We try to promote as much of your products. We have a lot of influencers in our executive board. So we have Amanda Sellers, who has a reach of 2 million, 200 million reach a month. And then we have Alexia, who's crossing 500,000. So they promote your products as well. And yeah, you get all of we will take your idea and turn it into a lead magnet, digital product, and all of that. Absolutely. Will you share us the people, video editors you like from Fiverr? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Pamela is a white glove. We took all of Pamela's content and created all of her digital products, all of her everything. And that includes Amanda using her CMO hat and like creating your entire marketing plan. Yes, it does. Yes, ma'am. It includes, I know, it includes pitching you as a brand manager, everything. Includes all of that. We will take care of everything. And if you want a book published, I will even do that with you and help you. So it's like, I know the reason why we priced it there is it's what we can afford to make sure that we have admin support, we can cover outsourcing costs, and we can take time to like really sit with it. And we only take 4 clients a month on that. So yes. Okay. So that's all of our white glove stuff. I think we'll basically build your whole business. We priced it there because we've invested like $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 in each of our businesses. And we took everything that we learned and we put it into a place, and we recorded and created courses, which is what, yes, $14.97 a month to manage all of your socials. We recorded all of like what we know to make it affordable. So at like $297, that's abundant money, where we've taken all of our courses and put them together in a category. Then we created business in a box because a lot of moms were like, this is great, but I need even more tools and plug and play templates. And we have been servicing white glove clients for a while. And now we just decided, we're like, oh, we should really expand this, because a lot of moms were like, look, like I need it done and I want it done for me. And so that's where this came from. Yes, and it's $14.97 a month, and we'll manage all of your socials. And by we, I mean Amanda and Alexia, and not me. Because you have basically what we're doing with that is we take our influencers and they can look at your business, they can look at your marketing, and they can look at your brand and your strategic plan and be like, okay, this would resonate with their base. This is how they'll go viral. This, and this. It's everything that they do in coaching. But then they just take it to another level. Yeah, I can send those to you, Carissa. Sure. Okay. Is there any other questions that I can answer for you when it comes to automation? Because I know that we're running over. I wanted to make sure that I can help you guys and facilitate all of this. Oh, I promised you links.
Hey, I have a quick note, if my house will stay quiet long enough, but I wanted to remind you guys, when you guys send links, like Canva links in the chat, make sure that you're doing like view only. And I say this from experience because I shared my Canva links with very trusted people, and someone took my cookbook, the cookbook I have out, and actually published it faster than me.
That was a really sad day. It was a really sad day. So that was really
also a note on like get the thing out, because that other person was like 6 months ago, like when I first did it. And we pivoted and I launched it anyway, and it was totally fine, but it was like
came out better.
Yeah, I think
it came out better.
Yes. But
yeah.
Yeah, if it's anyone can edit, then they have it. You've given
It
them.
was it was somebody that she knew. She shared it as an example, and it was somebody that she knew. It wasn't like a template. It was just she was being friendly and sharing it, and somebody took it.
I was looking for feedback. It was an honest conversation of like, hey, this is what we're working on. And anyway, but they took it and like, I mean, kicked it out so fast, imperfect, like
So
we're talking
fast.
about. She just did it better and faster. And yeah, well, I don't know him anymore, but yeah. Someone I knew felt comfortable stealing from me. Yeah, I don't align anymore, of course, but yes, that happened. But we just have like so much love and trust for our people, you know what I mean? And you get burnt here and there, but yeah.
We learned in that experience that we only share what we're willing for. So whenever we share like our Canva links as coaches, that's because we've templated it and we're ready to share that and expand that. Outside of that, anything that goes to designers, anything that they go as PDFs. Here's an example. So we stopped sharing Canva links. The only time we share Canva links is if we want somebody to reuse it. So you can create a Canva link as a template. So just so you know, you can create it as a template and not share it as the design. And that way those edits can happen on that template and can be reshared back to you. But we learned from that experience that speed is the name of the game, and only share to designers, even certain partners, certain things. That's what happened. It was an ex-partner that was like on the inside track. We only share PDFs unless you're willing to use, unless you want somebody to edit it. So like any templates that you get, we want you to edit them. We want you using them. Does that make sense? So there's reasons to share the template and to use it. And there's also Canva designers that are creating, like anyone can share and anyone can edit. If you create the template and you share that from Canva Pro, you can end up getting paid for those designs, by the way, just FYI. If you do share yours as a template and people use it, they give you kickbacks and you get credits in your user account. Okay, how do payments work for the white glove? We do the 5,000 upfront and then thereafter. But if you like already have an existing platform, if you already have a product, if you have like, we are open to customizing that type of thing as well. We do only take 4 clients. We just finalized one of ours, so we only have 2 spots available right now. Right? We had 1 remaining. But like, we'll negotiate with you. It's fine. Depending on where you are, we can meet you where you are. I'm trying to get links right now. If that teaches you anything about the Canva thing though, I don't want you guys to get nervous. Remember that, especially in this business, people are ruthless. If they see dollars, sometimes that gets ahead of them. And you just need to surround yourself with people with integrity. If you are using Canva templates, just remember that Canva templates are accessible to everybody. So I always go to like the 2nd page, the 3rd page of Canva templates, and then take them and redesign. You want to make some edits, you want to make some changes, you want to make sure that it's totally reworked to some degree. Speed is the name of the game. You got to move fast. And if it is intellectual property and you are concerned about people reusing or anything like that, just make sure you lock it down and PDFs, you don't share. If you want feedback, screenshots, that type of thing is always kind of good. I would, please call me.
It genuinely did not. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that it didn't hurt my business any. It hurt my feelings, but it didn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like
we pivoted fast.
Pivoted fast, and cookbooks, like I said, all of these products that we're putting out, like how many cookbooks I've bought in my lifetime. Like anybody who might be a person who's going to buy from me is still going to buy from me if I put out a product. Just because someone else put out a product that was very, 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 very similar to mine. There's still opportunity, right? So that was what I was talking about with collaborative space. I wanted to remind you guys, because I told you guys this before, if you see us doing trends, us doing videos, us giving templates to you guys to use, all of that, steal all of that, use every bit of that. Those are resources for you. I know how to turn on my settings.
We do it on purpose.
Yes, I know how to change my
Now
settings.
we've
I don't
pivoted and made that a part of our business model.
Yes.
Is to share. So that's another way to remember, like when you look at entrepreneurship and that kind of thing too. Like if you're like, look, this is going to get stolen anyways. Some capacities in our business, we're coaches. We share our, like, we just share it. You know what I mean? So that's a part of our business model as well. So just remember that. Okay. The links, how do you say the links you put in here? Which links?
When people drop links in, I just open them up immediately and just leave that tab open. And I'm like Chelsea with 57 tabs open at the same time. And then I'll go back and put them in a note or something like that. So that
I have a call with Real Merchant Services right now, so I do have to wrap. For anybody, that's the All In Nutritionals affiliate program. I know Pamela was asking for that. She's still here. Okay, good. But I can text it in our group chat. Is anybody, okay, so I had those. You guys want the Abundant, if you're not registered already for Abundant Academy, get registered. If you are going to become a white glove client, send me an email. Here is Abundant Money. If your budget is tight, but you want to get started today and you're like, look, let me just see if I can do this myself. This is a great resource. For Abundant Money, we also have Business in a Box, that if you buy Abundant Money today, I can unlock Business in a Box for you, which is normally $500. And you'll just have to get the monthly training, which is $47 a month. And we have all of our experts that are in Abundant Money coming on. So it's like the best deal ever. So that's there. The All In Nutritionals affiliate link, I know somebody was asking for it. So it's right there. You want to sign up to become an affiliate. Lino, I'll have to get the affiliate link for next week, but Samia will be with us on Thursday. So that'll be great. And then Real Merchant Services, which I have to jump on that call right now. We will talk about next week. Anything else you have, direct to Amanda. I am so grateful to have had you guys on here. Yeah, absolutely, Carissa, 1000%. And we're just going to incorporate it into Abundant Money. And I just want, yes, I want you to absolutely work with them. And I want you to, like, 1000%. I just want to make it easier. And then is there a payment plan for Abundant Money? For $297 for our Abundant Money? No. For the white glove service, not really either, but but let me know where you are and I can, like, I want to help you. I want to help everybody. So send me an email and we can discuss it. My email is crizzo@abundant-management.com. The reason why I try to avoid payment plans or reduced pricing on white glove is because, so Amanda and Alexia are both moms. They both have their other businesses as well. I have a business. We have our design team that works on our very own projects and our specific and our specific clients' projects. So I do have to remember that when we are managing other clients' expectations, I'm sorry, I'm like reading and trying to talk. We have to pay we have to pay our people. So I always want to make sure that I would end up footing that bill. So we have to like think about it. But I'm always open to conversation and I never want any mom to be stopped. We want to get to 100 moms. So if there's like, if money is what's stopping you, we can figure that out, and I can come up with some sort of resource or something for you. I don't ever want that to be a hindrance. It's just a matter of at what degree I will be personally involved and how deep I'll be involved. But send me an email. And then Carissa, yes, let me, if you want to look at every single one of mine, Amanda's, Alexia's projects, Pamela's projects, and then offline, I can share with you some of our other projects as well. I don't want to drop them in the chat right now because I'd have to go on Instagram and go through all of it. You can look at, let me see, we have Carla Bradley's, Carissa Collins. We've done all of their work. We've done a few different car dealerships as well. And I can send you those portfolios also. You're very welcome. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Have a lovely day. Thank you.